Alright boys, so today I'm going to make my last video about the armor stacking Berserker. Now why is it my last video? It's because I'm probably re-rolling, most likely. I don't see myself playing this build for the rest of the season. I just don't think it's really time efficient for me to do that. Now, why am I saying that? Why is it not efficient for me to play the build? I said many times that this build is the best build in the game, and it still is. But uh, where I'm at right now with this build, um, each upgrade that would be a significant upgrade for my build would be at least 1500 to 2000 FE for like a 15 to 20% DPS increase. It's just really not worth it. Okay, so I mean, if we look at my gear, if I wanted to get any sort of upgrades, for example, this helmet, if I were to get a helmet with both of these or two of any of these armor mods being elevated, it would be like 1500 to 2000 FE. Getting a chest piece with 23% elevated additional defense and minus 2% elevated LE res. I mean, that would be like another 15,000 FE. Getting, and this would probably be the cheapest one. I think getting an elevated armor mod would probably be like 500, but this is also not that big of an upgrade, so it's understandable. Getting an infinity with double erosion res and the right other mods are like I've seen these go for like 3000, so I mean I don't really feel like farming that out. There's mind infusion with a higher elevated roll, they go for like another 2000, and each of these with the elevated armor damage mods, these each go for like 1500. So I mean, if I wanted to really max this build out and get it to its fullest potential, which is what I wanted to do initially, it would be way too expensive. It would be like 20,000 FE, and at which point the build would have about 6 billion DPS. It would be resistance capped. It would be almost erosion resist capped as well. It would literally be unkillable. It would probably have like 3-ish million armor. So I mean, yeah, definitely, it would be worth it, but it's just not worth it for me personally. Now, another reason why I'm switching off this build is because this build is actually not Uber Keegan viable. You literally cannot kill Uber Keegan with this build because of how low your erosion res is and how expensive it is to get erosion res. Now, if I were to get a double erosion res infinity, yeah, it would be possible to kill Uber Keegan, but without that, I mean, I'm literally getting one tapped by all of his mechanics pretty much. So it's actually just undoable. But besides Uber Keegan, I've done all content. I've done Path of the Brave 5, fully juiced T8 maps, Uber Traveler. I mean, I've done all content that's remotely challenging. So you know, Uber Keegan is kind of an outlier because of how much erosion damage he does. I mean, it's kind of unnecessary, but it is what it is. Also, I do want to say that, if you guys want to play this build, I'm not trying to deter you from playing the build. I still think this build is the best build in the game. Um, but I just think that at this level of investment, it's just a little too expensive, and I don't really have the time to farm that much FE. So I'm probably just gonna switch to another build that can, do Uber Keegan and still has, relatively the same mapping speed as this one through explosions and other things. Now, what am I switching to? Truth is, I have no idea. So I'm kind of, looking on Discord, looking on the hero rankings, trying to find a build that is kind of new. Not that many people know about it because I really don't want to play like one of these minion builds, or I'm definitely not playing another Berserker build, by the way, because nothing's gonna feel as good as Whirlwind. So I'm thinking about maybe like one of these Icelands builds, or there's some other builds that could be fun, like this Void Shot build or Shadow Shot build. I'll think about it. And if you guys have any suggestions on what you think I should play, I mean, just let me know. I'm open for pretty much anything besides minion builds. I hate minion builds. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Peace.